If you are in a relationship with someone and you find out that they are entertaining an ex and or exes behind your back, lean in, you guys. Let me tell you this. That situation is not going to go away. Okay? Whether you say something, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If you say something to them, they may back away from the ex just for a little bit, just to pacify you. But they will eventually re-engage with them. Okay? And or if you say nothing and you just stay with the narcissist, either way, that ex and or exes, they're not going anywhere, y'all. Specifically, if these are folks that they've gone back to in the past, when you catch wind of this, you better move on. Because if you do not, you are in for a load of disappointment and heartbreak. Okay? So let me say this, you all. There are a lot of narcissists that like to maintain relationships with the ex-supplies children. All right? And this isn't because they're such a good person and they want to be, in the kids' life. Y'all, this don't got nothing to do with that. And I'm not talking about people that actually have children together, meaning the narc and this ex had kids. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ex supply already had children and the narc came into their life and they developed a relationship and they maintained a relationship even after the relationship ended. Okay, you will find that this may be 2 or 3 exes, but there is one specifically that is going to always be lingering in the background. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. This is what I firsthand experienced. Okay? And so what they're going to tell you, the narc is going to tell you, well, the kids are older. They have their phone. I can call y'all. When you go through when you go through the narc's phone and or you go through their text messages, you are going to see that the narcissist has been entertaining. And now if they're super grimy, which is what happened in my case, the narcissist that I was with, they had their ex's name saved as a cousin's name. Y'all, these folks are the bottom of the bottom trash. They had their ex's name saved as a cousin's name, and they even had the cousin's picture up. Y'all know how you can save somebody's picture so that when your phone rings, you see that person's face? They even had that cousin's picture up. The whole time they were conversating with this particular ex. The only way to fix this situation is to walk away, y'all. That's it. There's no other way to fix this. See, you have to send a loud message that, the narc can do what they're doing over there with them. They can't do that with you because you're not going to allow them to have access to you and to have access to these other clowns that they're talking with behind your back. Oh, and they are having pillow talk and talking all about your relationship. All the things that you do, don't do, all of that. They're telling all y'all's relationship business to these exes. And they're not being loyal to either one of you all. So this is why your relationship never went anywhere. It never went anywhere. Why? Because the narcissist had one foot in with you and one foot in with this ex. And I'm going to say this in closing. You will find out as your relationship goes on that the narcissist begins to move around suspiciously. And that is because they're having to maintain both relationships. Okay? So whereas you may have spent a whole weekend with the narc in the past, You may find that you're thinking y'all are going to spend a couple of days or a full day together, and you find out that they can only spend a few hours with you. And they'll make up something to say, "Oh, I got to get back. I have commitment. I got to get to church, and or I got to take my mom." They'll make up something. "I got to take my mom to church." Y'all, that's not it. They only have a few hours to spend with you because they got to get back and report in with that ex. Because, see, a lot of these folks, they FaceTime. So they got to be in position where they're supposed to be when they get ready to FaceTime. Y'all, these people are grimy. This is why these folks have no peace. And this is why the majority of these folks, y'all, their life is not going nowhere. When you catch wind of this, you need to wash your hands. Some of y'all, you introduced them to your parents. Some of them, they met your kids. And none of that stopped them from continuing to entertain these people behind your back. When someone does something like that to you, they're letting it be known that they don't have any respect for themselves. They don't have any respect for you. And they don't have any respect for your relationship. So how you handle this is you have to be the one to walk away and allow them to do what they're doing with those people over there. They're not going to be able to do it with you because you're going to remove yourself permanently. You have to stand up for yourself or the narcissist will continue. I'm telling y'all, this situation, I'm telling you, a year from now, 5 years from now, if you continue to stay with a narcissist, you're going to be in the same predicament. You're going to be crying the same tears because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop entertaining these folks behind your back. You deserve better.